Hello, hello, and welcome, my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea. This is our daily vibe message for our weekend of Saturday and Sunday, which is the 13th and 14th of December. So, I always give you additional cards, and we combine those 2 days. So let's see what we have here for our tarot messages. Starting off, we have the Chariot with the Death card. We have the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Cups. Excuse me. We have the Four of Pentacles with the Fool card. We have the Emperor with the Ten of Wands. Okay, let's see what we have here for us this weekend. Starting off, right off the bat, our first card we've got is Innovate, and it comes in with the key, and the key is represents mindset shifts that will unlock abundance and help you create your timeline of ultimate prosperity. And this particular one says to us, with the right inspiration, we can bring a novel approach to almost anything. What can we innovate to contribute towards making the world a better place, right? So innately, Pisces want to heal the world. People gravitate to us for healing and inspiration. And so maybe you're going to go out there and be that for somebody. You're going to be innovative. You're going to do something that's going to help the environment or help people around you in some sort of way. So this is about being innovative, using using the talents that you have to create something, because you're very, very creative, Pisces, and you have that ability to go out there and inspire other people with your creativity. Now, under that is our angel card number, and it's 14141414, and it says difference, intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real and possible and all around. We need to understand it's a process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Well, I don't know about fails being fun, but we're learning through things. We're seeing things from a different view. Happiness is a choice, as we know, and some of us might be going through more spiritual development, doing that, learning through and learning from our mistakes, taking those lessons as we move forward in a new direction. Wow, pretty heavy. Okay, coming in with our first card, this is the Teacup Oracle. And we've got the Dolphin. And it says financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So you may be getting paid for something that you did in the past. Maybe you sold something and someone says, I'll pay you later when I get the money, or I'll pay you back. Or, you may have done something and now you're finally seeing your rewards coming in the form of payment. So something that you may have done, Pisces, in the past, you're going to see a check coming in, or you're going to be getting paid in some form or another. Coming in under that, you have the Chariot and the Death card, which is rebirth. This is the card of moving forward. You're charging towards your goals and coming out ahead of the game and making great achievements because you prepared yourself. You didn't go in to that arena and not prepare yourself. So this is also the card of travel. You could be you could be planning a trip to travel somewhere on any wheeled vehicle, but you're free now to go charging towards your goals. And he's riding here, and he doesn't even have the reins because he knows exactly what's going to happen. He's prepared himself for it, and he knows he'll come out ahead of the game. So great accomplishments are being made, and it might be leading to a new beginning. And this is the endings and new beginnings card, right? The Death card is all about that. Having to close one door and opening a new one, but having the vision of a very good future ahead of us. So keeping that vision in mind, we're making great accomplishments with some of the goals that we are trying to achieve. Coming in next, we have the Axe, and it says forces working against us. We could be feeling that way because we are a Pisces and we get up in our head and disillusion ourselves. However, there could be some circumstances out of our control where, maybe timing isn't right, or maybe we're waiting for something and it hasn't come in yet, or something happens that we didn't plan that causes a detour to our day. Coming in next, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, working hard on your goals, paying attention to details, trying to streamline what you're doing, and possibly learning hands-on something new at it could be a place at work, or it could be a hobby you're involved in, something you're passionate about, or you could be going back to school learning a new form of study that is allowing you to go out there and demonstrate your skills, showing, the powers that be, who you are and what you're made of and the talents you have. Keep moving that way. It's successful for you if you do. Knight of Cups, somebody comes charging into town. This could be a new love. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. They might sweep you off your feet, and you might even fall in love with this individual. However, they could just be bringing you an invitation to go to a situation or an event that has to do with love, like a wedding or an engagement party or something like that. Or this person could be bringing something to the table of life that makes you love it. So beautiful card. This Knight of Cups is caring and compassionate, but he also has his head screwed on right, where he's in charge of his emotions, and he can go after what he wants, and he's determined. He can be many things. He can wear many hats, this particular Knight. Coming in, speaking of hat, here we have the hat card, and it says you will be playing a different role. And we know that's wearing different hats, doing different things. Perhaps, you're being innovative. You're creating something new here. This is a new direction possibly for you to go in. And again, you could be learning something new. So being busy, being proactive, being mindful of time, your time, write everything down. Time management's important. You might be doing something new this weekend. Coming in with that, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Fool. And, this card is about taking a leap of faith, going after what you want, but being prepared, not jumping off that cliff without checking your parachute first. The Four of Pentacles is being mindful of money. Now, it's often called the miser or budgeting when we get this card. So you could be budgeting, watching your money, being very mindful of that. Perhaps you could be saving it for a big ticket item in the future, saving it for something, but not allowing yourself to go out there and go crazy spending money. This is the way I look at it, but it is the extremes in which you save or spend your money, so be mindful of it. She's holding on to her purse there tightly. In other words, she's not going to let go too quickly and spend all her money. So this could be what you're doing, budgeting. The Fool comes in, like I said, taking a leap of faith, going after what you want, getting ready to launch into something new, launching into something, whatever that is that you're passionate about this weekend. Be prepared. Make sure you've got everything in alignment before you do. Coming in at the end, we've got the Harp, and the Harp is great happiness. So what more can we say about this? At the end of the day, you're going to feel great about it. So this is a happiness, a situation happening here on your weekend here. Maybe it's this launching or this accomplishment or this new direction or this person coming into your life. The Ten of Wands and the Emperor show up in that row. And the Ten of Wands says you pushed yourself hard. You couldn't see the trees or the forest for the trees, and you got to the summit, and I say this all the time, you look down and you go, oh, I made it. But was it fun? Probably not. Taking on too much, okay? Don't push yourself. Don't exert yourself. Overextend yourself. This is about you realizing you don't want to do that anymore, and you're going to lighten your load and not carry that burden anymore. The Emperor comes in and says, the reason you're doing that is because you're logical and organized, and you realize you don't want to be there anymore. You have the control. You're in the seat of power. This is about you stepping up to the plate and taking control. This Emperor could also represent a father figure you might be entertaining or spending time with. Now, let's see what else we have for additional information with this reading. What else do we seem to need to know and expect, my beautiful fellow Pisces? Whoops. Okay. Our first card coming in is do your research, star power, stand up for yourself, and a big fat yes. What's on the bottom? Ask for help. Okay. So, never be afraid or too proud to ask for help if there's something that you need. You might be doing that. It could be anything. It could be a family member, a friend, somebody professional, medical. It could be anything. But don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. If you had a pressing question, chances are you'll get the answer is yes. Stand up for yourself, Pisces. You have that ability to do that. Stand in your power. Be your own boss. Be in charge. Take that steering wheel. You can do this because you have star power. Do your research. As I had said, don't go out launching into anything new until you do your research. Well, my beautiful fellow Pisces, this is our daily vibe for the weekend. And I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful weekend. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful fellow Pisces.